So we've got countries that are forced to respond to a conflict, and we've got a motivation for independence by these ethno-nationalist groups. Okay. But a chunk of you chose imperialism. Lily, why imperialism? If they're competing for resources, what would that mean towards this inevitability of the war? Well, what happens during competition? Rivalries. Right. So you've got groups that are competing with each other. Now, alliances are one of the means by which they can continue to, compete with each other. But if we're talking about the inevitability of war, if we take away this assassination and we start adding these factors together, we're getting a much more complete look at the picture. So, when we're looking towards the war and its inevitability, well, inevitability defines a degree of finality, where it was going to happen, it was unavoidable. But how could it actually have been avoided? Because if we got rid of one of these, would the war been able to have been avoided? Which of these would make this make sense? Which main cause was the most avoidable of these? Noticing the same trends. I think you are too at this point, where alliances seem to be our greatest problem here. Alliances definitely feel avoidable, right? Like, you didn't have to engage in these military alliances. And it would make sense that if you didn't engage in these alliances that you could have avoided the world war. But we have to start addressing the root cause. Because, well, why have alliances? So, for instance, let's look at militarism, our most minority group. Treasury, if you could tell me why you chose militarism. what is militarism? Right, has to do with the military, right? It is this large-scale expansion of your military. It is this arms race. So you're building up your military. So, militarism, if they didn't do it, there'd be a war even to begin with. Makes sense. But militarism isn't our only option here.